All right, guys, so today is August 31st. We are 15 days away from deer season here in Missouri, and today's video I'm going to show you guys how I make my mock scrapes. So to start off, the tools you're going to need is you're going to need something to cut your vine down or your branch. You're going to need something to tie your branch or vine, and then you're not going to need, but I would assume you're going to put a camera over it or a stand next to it. So today, to hang mine, I just have some paracord that I'm going to hang it from. You can either use zip ties or just a small diameter rope works well. And then to cut your vine, just use whatever. I just have a handsaw here with me, but you can use whatever you want. And then I brought a trail camera with me that I'm going to put over my mock scrape that I'm about to make. I would not recommend putting a mock scrape just anywhere. You want to put it in a spot where you're gonna be close to when you're hunting, just because you don't want to attract deer away from where you're hunting. You want them to come to you. So today I'm putting it on the edge of this bean field. There's a stand not too far away from me. It's about 80 yards and it's directly across this little cove. And then I got a good tree to put a camera on behind me, and this tree has a good low-hanging branch that I'm going to cut and I'll hang the vine from. And there's also a lot of deer tracks right here, so I know the deer are using this area. You want to make sure that it's somewhere that they walk a lot, so along like a heavily used trail would be good. I haven't had a camera here for a couple years, but we're going to try this spot out with a camera and just see what all we can get on it. But we're going to head in the woods and we're going to find a vine to cut down, and I'm going to show you guys how long I just found a vine that'll work really well for the vine scrape, and I am literally like 15 yards off the field edge. You can see the field edge right out there. But now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to cut this vine off. So you can see here this vine, it's about, I'd say it's like 3/4 of an inch thick, and there's a good elbow right here, and then it goes straight into another where it kind of bends a little more. So I'm going to cut this straight section off. That's about 3 feet long, and so then when it's hanging, it's not curved up or anything. It's just hanging straight down right for the deer, and it's right in their face right when they walk by it. So I'm going to cut that off, and then we'll go back out there and we're going to hang it up. So I got my vine cut, and it's a good straight piece. It's not too thick. You don't want them too thick. I don't know if they'll, I've never tried one that's really thick, so honestly I don't know. You guys can try it if you want, but it seems like they have good luck with the little bit thinner ones, like 1.5 inches or less. And I do not worry about gloves, like touching it or anything. I know my scent will be on it for a little bit, but it seems like they'll hit it within at least within a couple days if you have it in the right spot. So I don't worry about gloves, but if you want to be extra careful, you can definitely wear gloves. Okay, so we're back over here on the field edge where we're going to put the vine scrape, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate all of the other low-hanging branches around the vine, because I want them to solely be hitting the vine when they walk by this. I don't want them to be walking around the edge where the camera is and not getting a good picture of them. I want them to be on the vine scrape, so I'm going to get rid of like these branches and then a couple on the end, but I'm going to leave the main part of the branch hanging, so then I have a good sturdy spot to hang the vine. Okay, I just got most of the branches cut off. I'll probably take this one off when I'm done. I already put this all down, but I'm about to hang my vine, and I'm going to take some of my paracord. I'm going to cut a piece off. This is the only knife I brought. I forgot a pocket knife, so I just had the gutting knife in my truck, thankfully. I'm just going to cut a piece. You don't have to do this, but this is something that I do, and I think it holds a lot better. I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut a little notch in this vine with the saw. A smaller saw would definitely work better, but this is what I got. Okay, so you can see there, it's not much, it doesn't take much, but I got a little bit of a notch cut, and that's where I'm going to tie the paracord on to the vine so it stays better. So I'm going to tie that on. There's also a knot right there by it, and so that also will help. But I just tie it on as tight as I can get it, just where if a deer hits it, he's not, or their antlers get caught in it or just something like that, it's not going to rip it down from the tree. Okay, so now we got our paracord tied on to our vine where it's just free hanging, and so now I'm going to tie it to the branch. This is a mistake I made early on when I was first putting them up. I didn't really think about it much, and I was putting the vines where they were like neck height with me and thinking, oh, if I walk by it, it's right in my face. But if a deer walks by it, it's not going to be right in their face if their head happens to be just down a little bit or anything. So I hang them about waist height. I'm going to hang this vine from this branch. I'm going to hang it where it's about this high off the ground. Just right here, and I'm probably going to go out a little further with it just so it's out on and a little more. So yeah, I'm gonna hang this vine out here on the edge just like this, and then we're gonna tie it on, and then we're gonna put the camera up. All right, so you can see we got the vine hung, and it's exactly waist height with me. That's gonna be perfect for when a deer walks by. And like I said, you can use a rope, you can use a branch, but I've just had the best luck with these grapevines. And again, they're 1.5 inches thick or less, and you want to hang them waist height. And you can see this one's dripping water out of it, and so you can tell it was alive, and that's good. So you don't really want a dead one. The wet ones, they can leave their scent on it a little easier, and so that's why I do that for that reason. But now I'm gonna hang my camera on the tree. I'm gonna face it towards the vine, and then we're good to go. So that is really all you got to do to make a mock scrape. I'll put some videos I'll put some videos and a couple pictures of some mock scrapes I put this year and the deer hitting them, and I've actually had a couple nice bucks hit some of them so far, but they're still in velvet, and I'm hoping around October when they start to hit scrapes a lot more often that they'll really utilize them. But I've even had fawns and does hit them, so I'll show you guys some pictures and videos of that. But I appreciate you guys watching today. If you haven't like and subscribe, please, it helps me out. But hopefully we'll catch you on the next video.